morning, everyone, and welcome back. It's officially the last week of summer. Fall begins next week. The temperatures have warmed up a little bit this past week. Upper 70s and low 50s at night. Clear skies, no storms or anything crazy. We've been losing a lot more daylight lately, and the trees are just starting to show a little color. My garden visitors have really been starting to prepare for the winter changes too. I was able to get all my regular visitors on video this week. Let's see what they've been up to, and I'll get back to you when the sun comes up. Alright, so the morning feeding frenzy's over, and it was supposed to rain today, but at this point I don't think it's going to. So I'm just gonna come over here. I have some strawberries that I'm just gonna drop off over there. Coming over here. See the morning glories. Coming over here to the mugwort. Mugwort's looking pretty good. Cosmos are looking pretty good. These white morning glories are looking really good. I have it coming through the trees there. All these lilies and irises are doing pretty good. Okay, coming over here to the daylilies are doing pretty good. The white tiger lilies doing alright. The cosmos are doing pretty good. The violets are doing pretty good. Or those cosmos violets. And then coming over here to the columbine's doing alright. The cardinal plant's doing pretty good. I did notice something about the cardinal plants here, that these stems here, now that they've dropped a lot of their seeds, they've actually started to grow new branches coming off of them. So I deadheaded them here, and there's new growth happening. So I deadheaded most of them, and then I did dig up the lilies that were here. The lily that was over here and the lily that was over there. I'll add that in. So I'm just gonna start the process of digging up these lilies. This fusion hybrid lily and then the stargazer lilies over there. And all I'm doing is I'm just wetting the ground a little bit around it. I gave it a good watering this morning, so I'm just coming back and giving it a good watering now. And I'm just digging around it, and I'm just gonna basically take the bulb out with some dirt and put it in this pot and put it over there for later. So now that I've got the bulb mostly dug out, I was careful around all the roots here. I'm just gonna kind of carefully remove it, and without trying to do too much damage to any of the bulbs or the roots. But that's the whole bulb right there, and I'm just gonna take it and put it in this pot, and I'm just gonna put some more dirt around it. But my mistake was that I only planted it like an inch or two deep here, and it should have been about 6 inches deep. So I'll keep that in mind for next year, and I'm gonna dig up the other lilies over there too. So coming over here, here are the lilies I had dug up, and they're doing all right. The baby plants over here, I'm gonna plant next week. And then coming over here, the morning glory is doing really good. Let's see, up and inside. You're actually a bumblebee just landed right in there. And the irises are doing pretty good. The cardinal plant, the same thing with the ones over here. You can see that it's starting new growth right here at the leaf. The daylilies are doing really good. Those ones, the calla lilies, and then the cosmos down here. I did collect some seeds from the scarlet sage here. So I'm just collecting some seeds from my scarlet sage, and I'm just going to show you exactly what I'm looking for. And you kind of see inside some of these, that they have like little white seeds, and I'll show you. I'll try and show you on these ones. It's kind of hard to see, but there's little. I don't know if you could see where that is. There's little tiny white seeds in there. And I'm not looking for those. Those aren't the seeds I'm looking for. I'm looking for, let me see if I can see it. The black seeds. And there's one right in there. And this one right here. And I'm gonna take that seed out, and I'll show you really quick. So I pulled the little petals off, and you can see inside that there's little seeds, and naturally they just fall off, and you can see how they fall off over here, and that's how they spread their seeds. But I'm just gonna open this, and I'll show you the seed inside. And there you go. I'm just gonna save some of these. I already have an envelope with a couple of them in there already, but I'm just gonna save a couple of these for next year. So the scarlet sage is doing pretty good. Yeah, I'll collect some more seeds in the coming weeks. The white tiger lily's doing pretty good. The daylilies over here are doing pretty good. Here's the yellow daylily. Then the pansies down here are doing all right. And then the petunias are doing really good. The calla lilies right there. Cosmos. And the accidental corn. The rose is doing really good over here. You can see a lot of the new growth has matured. And there's a lot of new little flowers coming in on that one. And then the same thing over here with the pink one. You can see the flower heads. They'll be opening up in the next week or so. Those lilies are doing pretty good. Coming over here to the Cosmos and Gladys's. And then while I'm over here, check on these morning glories too. Alright, let's go check on those backyard gardens. So moving back here to the grapevines and the greenhouse. I always like to check to see if any animals are hiding out in there. But the grapes, because of the weather, have shifted from trying to grow and expand. They've shifted to hardening up their vines here, so you can see that they're starting to turn wooden. And a lot of these leaves are going to start falling off soon for the fall. The only thing that's pretty much moving around or thriving over here is the morning glories. And we'll see what color these guys will turn out to be. But I have the Cosmos down here. And I've been collecting the seeds from them. There's some seeds right down here. Seeds right there. And then I'm coming to check on the strawberry plants in here. And I still have these guys hanging around. You can see that there's still some green in there. The strawberries, the two runners, and I still have those guys going. I was gonna water them, but it seems though it might rain today. So let's go check on those garden beds. So moving on back here to the garden beds, you could see all over the ground here that there's all these walnuts all over the ground. They're just dropping bombs everywhere. And if you break them open, there's basically the walnut right here, and if you break it open, that's the walnut. But moving back here to the pumpkins, The pumpkins have pretty much died off, or dying back, and that's okay. I still haven't gotten a female flower head yet, but it's alright because I'm not too worried about it at this point. The rabbit has been coming over, eating a lot of it, but it's still reaching out and growing, so keeping an eye on it. I'm moving over here to the blueberries. You can see in here that the walnuts are dropping in here too. The blueberries are doing alright. The strawberries down here are doing pretty good. And then those blueberries are doing pretty good too. This grape is doing alright. It's just about reaching to the top part, and then I'm just gonna kind of pin it up here or something. The watermelon's doing alright. Not too worried about that at all this year. Let's go get that daily dose of duck. And today's duck of the day is the football duck. Have a good day, everybody, and thanks for watching.